are listening to C4OC Radio on the Global Enlightenment Radio Network. Nothing but the best in local artists from all over the globe. Hey, what's up, all you crazy kids? This is the Dentster from C4OC Radio, turning and burning nothing but the best in local artists from all over the globe. Free radio. Hey, I want to let you know we have a YouTube channel, and we want you to go over there and like, leave a comment, subscribe, and get the notifications so you can be up on what's new and local in the Southern California area right here at C4OC Radio. Let me see you over at our YouTube channel.
Well, what up, everybody? This is the Bone Daddy from C4OC Radio show, Sunday Blues with the Bone Daddy. If you're in a band or you have a business and you need to get some merch and some silk screening done, well, look no further than Teal Press. Yeah, Teal Press in Fullerton has the best deals, the widest variety in colors and samples to choose from, as well as they're just all around great people. I can't tell you how many times at last minute before gigs they have busted out a bunch of merch for me, and I know they can do it for you. You just tell them Bone Daddy sent you. Teal Press in Fullerton, the one-stop shop for all your merchandising needs.
Soto Shop Customs. If you can dream it, they can build it. Like Denny Ray Stelly's DRS1 Black Mamba model. Go check out SotoShopCustoms.com.
Hey, this is Al Bain from Al Bain for Leather, and you're listening to C4OCRadio.com.
This is Stone Breed with Tonight. We'll be back in one quickie moment. Alright, House of Metalheads, my T House Metal Radio Show. Stone Breed with Tonight. Hope you got some space. That's the roll.
Like a ball of dogs that'll go behind the wife. Like a dog in heat, you know we're running wild tonight. Pulling to your town, you know we're looking for some fun. Wild whiskey women always keep us on the run. We don't care about the law, the sheriff's in this town. Sing along before they know what hit them, I'll be gone. Tonight, love me while you can. Let me be your man. In the morning, honey, you just got to understand. I'm a random man. Love it when I can. Playing in this long-haired rock and roll band. When you wake up in the morning, I'll be miles away.
Carlos Cruz with Stone Breed, and you're listening to C4OC Radio. Yeah, turn it up.
It's been a long time coming, and now it's time to know our name. We come from West Coast Cali, from a town they call LA. We've come a long, long way just to see your face. It's been a long, hard road just to get us to this place. Living dreams out on the highway. Different places every day. Some call it work, but I wouldn't have it any other way. Living dreams out on the highway. We dropped from Salt Lake City, through Denver, across Nebraska plains. A flight to Austin, Texas, and then a train to New Orleans. We've come a long, long way just to see your face. It's been a long, hard road just to get us to this place. Living dreams out on the highway. Different faces every day. Some call it work, but I love it every time we hit the stage. Living dreams out on the highway. On the highway. Living dreams out on the highway. Different places every day. Some call it work, but I wouldn't have it any other way. Living dreams out on the highway. On the highway.
Yo, what's going on, Metalhead? This is Mike C with House of Metal Radio Show, and you are listening to C4OC Radio. It is Thursday night. It is April 15th, pandemic 2021. Hopefully all this shit's freaking just about over as everyone's starting to lift restrictions and all that great shit. Hey, we got a great show lined up for you. Esta noche, mi amigos. Hey, but before we get rolling here, C4OCRadio.net is a real and legal radio station. We pay all our royalties through ASCAPs. So all the bands that do our major label and all that kind of shit, everyone gets paid, and we have their rights and written consent to do all that kind of shit. And we had to switch over to YouTube, because Zuckerberg and Facebook can suck a big fat cock. All right. We just heard a double shot there of Stonebreed. We heard Tonight and the Highway. We got some Core 10 lined up. We got some Dead West lined up. Lit Soul, Void Vader, Ravenscroft, Syndicate 4, Symbolic, and a whole bunch more. Hey, for anyone who's watching and listening on YouTube, if you want to send us some requests, feel free to do so. And needless to say, we play like 99% of our catalog here. It's all the unsigned bands out of Southern California, but we play bands from out of state and all that other kind of great shit. But during the House Metal Radio Show, you're really not going to hear any mainstream stuff, because that's what we do at the House Metal. We promote, the local bands, all the unsigned bands. We want to make the local scene into the mainstream. So that way when you go out to all these clubs, see the bands and live music, you're already familiar going in, because there's a ton of great bands, there's a ton of great music out there that you need to get turned on to. And we here at C4OC and the House Metal Radio Show, that's our fucking responsibility to do so. So without any further ado, by the way, we're going to have some show dates coming at you soon regarding House of Metal. I'm going to talk about one of the great shows that just got things reopened at Stages, which is formerly Malone's over in Santa Ana. And my special guest, in the second half of the show tonight is going to be this guy right here, Denny from C4OC Radio, talking about the band C4OC, what happened this past weekend over at Stages, and also find out how about this whole Project Denny Ray came about.
Right.
But as I said, one of our calling guests a few weeks back was Sean from the band Core 10 and Adam Flower. We got a double shot of their music coming up right here, right now. We got Hail and Sucker Punch right here, right now on C4OC Radio. Hit that share button, bitches. I just posted. Yeah. I just posted the. All right, metalheads, dude. Hope you enjoyed that first double shot of music we had. We had some Core 10 and some Adam Flower. We had doing Hail, which is technically Adam Flower, which has Shawn Michael Lenoff on it, and Core 10, which is Shawn's band, also doing Sucker Punch. And that last double shot was Dead West doing Whiskey, Women, and Song, and that last one is Hell Dorado. And Dead West is out of Phoenix, Arizona. As I mentioned, we don't always play the bands out of Southern California, but Dead West was cool enough to play on one of our House Metal NAMM shows a few years back, and they just came in and fucking ripped some shit up. And dude, I fucking love that fucking music, man.
Yep.
That's why we got to turn you on to some other music, man, as opposed to what you're hearing on, you know, whether it's fucking Sirius or XM or whatever.
Commercial radio.
Yeah.
That means they play a lot of commercials.
And that shit ain't cool, not one bit. Oh, and if you want to get your band heard here on C4OCradio.net,
Real easy.
all you got to do is send us your MP3s along with your EPKs to C4OCradio@gmail.com. Make sure your shit's labeled. Throw a little EPK in there as well. Give us a little info about the band, especially if we don't know you, and we'll be more than glad to get it into the rotation. You know, we did mention we got some show dates coming up, but let's talk about the show that happened this past weekend.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, dude, so this past weekend over at Stages, which is formerly Malone's over at 604 East Side Road in Santa Ana, California, was the reopening night. There was a whole bunch of great bands on there, but in particular, C4OC, the band, was on there, fucking ripped shit up. Hey, why don't you tell them about what transpired that particular evening, Denny, between the old and the new, let's say?
Well,
or the passing of the god.
First I woke up, and then
No, it's about the show, man, not about your day, Grandma.
It was really cool. It was really cool. I was glad. First of all, I want to say thank you to everybody that came down and supported. It actually was a big night for, Lit Soul, and so I felt like we had to bring it. We also had the opportunity to introduce our new bass player. Everybody knows that Rob's moving away. It's kind of a bummer. Our big Rob Ogles is, he's moving away, but he's always going to be a member of this band. So we pretty much started out. We had Rob for the first few songs, and then Rob turned it over to, pretty much handed the torch to Sky and DeLay Wilson. And
literally handed it over.
And Sky got right up there and picked up where he left off, and as you can see, ain't nothing changed. That still was, we still did a great show, and it was sad and happy at the same time. Yeah, but there was a lot of videos were taken, and I want to thank everybody that took video and stuff, and I was going through my phone, and for the next 4 days, it was just all I kept doing, seeing my band, and, everybody was filming. It was so awesome.
No, dude, it was great. It's like, let's call it like the first half and the second half of the band set, in a sense.
Right.
Because it was really cool, because Rob got up there, and he sings a couple songs for C4OC. The guys do a killer version of the Eurythmics, Here Comes the Rain Again. And with Rob's mix on it, it's really doomy, it's really heavy and that kind of shit. And a lot of people freaking dug it. So I posted the video up on Instagram, and a few people were like, oh, dude, I really fucking love that version of it, because, it's dark, it's gloomy, it's doom. Yeah. And throwing Rob's deep voice with that. Between that and then doing like everybody's fucking favorite, come on, motherfucker, come on. And
that one sounded really good, did it?
Oh, dude, it fucking sounded fucking titties, and everybody likes titties. Even ladies like titties on other ladies, but that's how fucking hot that shit was.
Nothing wrong with that.
And then seeing Rob pass the torch over, to Sky, dude,
and stood there and watched us.
Yeah, and
what I mean?
He was right there in front with his girl and that kind of shit.
He didn't
go anywhere.
Yeah.
But it was cool, that it was done very classy, very tasty, and everyone really did appreciate the way it won over, because it was really, really good the way.
I mean, how often do bands switch players? And then when that happens, how often is it probably not such a good thing, you know, not friendly. But the thing I love is we're all a family, you know.
Yeah.
We're all a family, and so it was really like
it was like
intimate.
Yeah, it was like, you know, brother passing it over to another brother.
Yeah.
And which realistically, at least in my opinion, you know, as a fan and, you know, being close with everyone in the band,
Yeah.
you know, it couldn't have gone any smoother, any cooler. And you know what? A lot of people, you know,
and we gave away a guitar.
Yeah. Ron Farrell Jr. Yeah. Oh, fucking Rockin' Ron! Holy shit! Rockin' Ron came out from fucking Texas. Rockin' Ron does the Wednesday night Rockin' Ron's record review. He came out from H-Town, Houston, Texas. He was here at the compound last weekend, and Hector Soto presented him with his fucking beautiful guitar that he made from the hippie sherbet. Passed it on to him, and that thing is fucking beautiful. And just seeing the look on Ron's face was just great. Hector Soto from Soto Shop Customs were there, and his lovely wife Marla were there, and it was so cool, you know, having Hector and his wife come down, and they were very appreciative, you know, seeing what we do, and you know, being able to give him guitar in person. Plus, he even got the that really cool guitar strap from Albane for leather. I mean, we give here. We care about here.
Yep.
You know, we care about the people that listen. We care about the bands that we play.
Us.
No, fuck no. Well, I mean, shit. Think I come here just to hear the sound of my voice? Fuck no. It's always about the music. Always, always, always. In fact, you know, I'm getting tired of listening to my own voice. As we were mentioning, one of the bands that did play that night, which was actually first day of my new tongue, Lit Souls CD release party. So we have a couple of songs we got a double shot of those guys lined up right here. We have You're Not Well, and a song that there's going to be a video release coming on for very shortly, which is Straight Into the Sun. But we just had to mention that really quick. And after we get done with this next double, we got some show dates for you from the House of Metal. Does that sound good to you, my man?
I'm freaking with you right there.
Are you down for that? Because I know I'm down for that. I don't know what it is, man. Maybe it's I just had all that coffee, my fucking nerves going, and I got the energy flowing and that kind of shit.
I want to give a shout out to Rob Chevelle for putting a shout out for us on Rock's Radio yesterday. Really hooked us up. Good job, buddy.
Rob, dude, great show that fucking night. The band was, and that was the first time I got to see that lineup in person. And yeah, it was just fucking swell. So go check out the C4OCRadio.net show. And you know, do a little scrolling. You'll see a bunch of videos from that night, even on the House of Metal show page and the House of Metal page and the House of Metal radio show.
Yep.
You'll trust me, you'll find some great videos and see how it all went down.
Yep.
And it was pretty as a motherfucking picture.
C4OC page, we shared them there too. So
yeah, it went all over the place. Yeah, it went a lot.
Yeah.
All right, so without any further ado, we got a double shot of Lit Soul coming at you right here, right now. This is You're Not Well from Lit Soul here on C4OC Radio. .net. What am I doing here? I hit this button.
Hey, this is Rob Chevelle from Lit Soul, and you're listening to C4OC Radio, baby.
Just fine.
think that take was way better than the last one.
The more I try to escape
Yo, metalheads, what's going on? Mike C with the House of Metal Radio Show. We just gave you a beautiful fucking double shot there. We had some Lit Soul doing You're Not Well and Straight Into the Sun right off their brandy new self-titled EP. And then we just heard a double shot there of Void Vader doing No Return and I Can't Take It. Well, first of all, you know, it was kind of cool because Lit Soul just had their CD release party this past weekend over at Stages, and Void Vader, they're going to be, I'm going to mention that in a minute because they're going to be having their CD release show, and I'm going to mention that in just one quickie moment.
Right.
Show date time, people. Show dates. Hey, even though the Whiskey isn't having people in for their shows, there's going to be an online show going on this Sunday featuring Black Sabbatha at the Whiskey. So check out Black Sabbatha. You're going to have to go to the Whiskey website to check that out. I don't know if there's any kind of charge or fee for that, but either go to the Whiskey website or the Black Sabbatha page. I'm sure they're going to have information on that and what you can do to get that hooked up for yourselves. Okay, more show dates. Now, I was just mentioning Void Vader. Their new CD is Great Fear Rising. In fact, they're going to be playing Saturday, May 1st at Stages. It's a House of Metal show. Aside from Void Vader being on the bill, Stonebreed is going to be performing. Madross is going to be performing. If I Fall is going to be performing. C4OC, the motherfucking band, and it's going to be the premiere of Project Denny Ray going on that. Yeah, this guy. Fucking
with Mike on guitar?
Oh, yeah, believe that or not. First time being on stage in 25 years. But excited to get my ass back up on there, and yeah, probably going to be nervous as hell. So if you see me sweating a lot, just throw me a water or something I can rehydrate myself with.
Throw some water at you.
Yeah.
As long as Eddie said he's going to throw panties at you.
Yeah, it's going to be his panties, man.
Boxers.
Yeah. I hope they're not like dirty with, you know, like it's almost like
the ass on.
Yeah, you know, kind of like when you go to the doctor, I need a blood, urine, and a stool sample, and he just hands you the fucking drawers. You know, it's probably going to be a pair like that. Thanks, buddy.
Ring him out.
So that's going to be going on Saturday, May 1st. That's just a little over 2 weeks away. And Stages is located at 604 East Eye Road in Santa Ana, California, right on the corner of East Eye Road and Halliday. Turn down on Halliday. Don't pull into the parking lot. The parking lot's always packed, but all the businesses that surround Stages right there, they let you park there. And it's cool. Just don't block any gates, no graffiti, and don't be trashing the joint either. Also, Saturday, June 26th, another great House of Metal show at Stages. Got a whole bunch of tribute bands going on, plus one original. But we got Project UFO. They are fucking phenomenal. Mike Miller and company is just fucking amazing. Dude, that boy can just sing. The rest of that band is fucking tight. I mean, like, watertight like a frog's asshole. That's how tight they are. Early Priest, which features Mr. Javi Colon on guitar. Looking forward to that. Steve Gaines from Anger as Art. He's got on drums on that. The one guitar player from Bloodshot Cosmonaut is actually on guitar on that. And a couple other great people. Anarchy X, which does a phenomenal Queensryche tribute. You definitely want to check that out. Sorcerers of Madness does a killer fucking Sabbath show. And the band that's going to be opening the night is Orange County's very own Brat Prince. A great fucking rock and roll band. You got to check that out. I mean, they're going to get everyone moving and a great way to get the whole night started. And then on Saturday, July 24th, is going to be my birthday show over at Stages. That's a Saturday night. Project Denny Ray, the band I'm in, with this motherfucking guy, we're going to be opening the show. Also going to be performing that night. We have The Vang. We haven't seen those guys in a while. It's going to be great to see Ross and the boys. Oh, dude, and those guys are a party. Like, get them before, actually get them after they get off of the stage. I don't want to get them too fucked up before they go on. But great people, hysterical fucking people, and a lot of love for those guys. Hey Ross, thank you for the lifetime supply of fucking zigzags.
I've still got a box of it.
Yeah,
I still have a box.
Yeah, I think I'm down to half on that. Also, we have Ninth Circle is going to be performing. Fallen Union. Dude, love Fallen Union. Our great buddies, Javi Colon and the Electric Junkies. Fucking. Yeah. Oh, wait till you see that in the Soda Shop Custom Guitars.
Yes.
Bloodshot Cosmonaut is going to be performing, and Room 7. Room 7 features Mac McGarvey, owner of the Doll Hut, coming down to play on my birthday show. Thank you, Mac, for jumping on the show. And actually, thanks for asking me to even get on that, man. You know, a lot of love going back and forth between all three of us here. It's not that kind of love triangle, but it's really fucking sweet.
It's more of a love square.
You know what also is going on? May 15th.
Yep, I wanted to talk about that. And did we talk about the UBG show?
No.
April 24th.
No. Let's
Okay.
mention. Okay. May 15th. It's like a triple birthday show. This is going to be going on at Bobby V's over in Anaheim. It's going to be Project Denny Ray is going to be performing. Who else is on it? It's also
Brad Prince.
Brad Prince.
Tommy's birthday.
Tommy, lead singer and guitar player of the band, Brad Prince. And OC Metal Shop. Now, we were mentioning Mike Miller just before. You got to hear the voice that this guy has. You know, they're a great rock and roll metal cover band, you know, doing hard rock and heavy metal. And what this guy can do, first he's going to drink you under the fucking table before and after he goes up on stage. And that boy can belt shit out like it's nobody's business. I mean, everyone, like, even the other band members, you know, other singers that are going to be there that night who just come out and support the show, they're just always like, oh, fuck, man, how the hell does he do that? I mean, he's your beer drinking, whiskey drinking, fucking cigarette smoking, and he's just going to go up there and fucking do it like it's nobody's business.
Yep.
Now, you were mentioning on, was it April 24th?
April 24th. Yes.
Universal Bar and Grill?
Universal Bar and Grill just got remodeled, and it's their grand opening, you know, and we're taking the stage with Black Sabbath.
Now, who? C4OC, the band?
Yep, C4OC, the band, is with Black Sabbath, and there's a couple of other bands in there that I can't remember right off the top of my head, but, you know, come down there. It's going to be a great time, food, fun, and brand new UBG.
Yeah, now the Universal Bar and Grill, that's where up in Hollywood, correct?
Yep.
Right by Universal Studios.
Yeah, isn't it? Yeah.
I don't know. I haven't been up there.
Yeah.
But check out Universal Bar and Grill, or go on to the C4OC band page, or the Black Sabbath band page on Facebook.
Yep.
There will be info and details there. But man, that was all right.
Yeah.
Hey, we got some music up by request right now before we get into interviewing this guy right here. We're going to just give you one double shot before we do a little talking with my man right here.
All right.
By request, one of the guys who's helped fill in while I was on sabbatical, let's say, Larry from the band Celebrity Stalker. He wanted to request some of his music, and
of course,
we had the shit lined up anyway.
Right.
So we got to take care of the people that take care of us.
That's right.
So we got a double shot of Celebrity Stalker coming up. We have Crime Styles of the Rich and Famous, and one of my favorites, Thrill Seekers. And you know where that
badass songs.
And you know where that's going to happen?
Right
here on C4OCRadio.net.
As we dance, gasping for breath. Thrill seekers on a murder spree. K-I-L-L-I-N-G. First comes lust, then comes anger. Then drops the body of another dead stranger. First comes lust, then comes anger. Then drops the body of another dead stranger. First comes lust, then comes anger. Then drops the body of another dead stranger. I don't know why they must die. Bleeding out in the light of day as the stars come out to play. Stiff, rotting carcasses, lost souls in a black abyss. Stainless steel, you're slicing through flesh. Fading senses, you're gasping for breath. Thrill seekers on a murder spree. K-I-L-L-I-N-G. First comes lust, then comes anger. Then drops the body of another dead stranger. First comes lust, then comes anger. Then drops the body of another dead stranger. First comes lust, then comes anger. Then drops the body of another dead stranger. I don't know why they must die. Shades of blue from a lack of breath. Victim in this game of death. Satiated as I watch you bleed. K-I-L-L-I-N-G. Stainless steel, slicing through flesh. Fading senses, you're gasping for breath. Thrill seekers on a murder spree. Now it's time to die for me. First comes lust, then comes anger. Then drops the body of another dead stranger. First comes lust, then comes anger. Then drops the body of another dead stranger. First comes lust, then comes anger. Then drops the body of another dead stranger. I don't know why they must die. Why?
All right, people, you're listening to the House of Metal Radio Show on C4OC Radio. First, we had a double shot there of Celebrity Stalker. We had him doing Crime Styles of the Rich, and we had Thrill Seekers. And thank you, Larry, for filling in during my absenteeism. And that last song you heard there, we just gave you a little one shot of I shouldn't say a brand new band, but a band out of the Midwest called Scattered Hamlet, and that song was called I'm Alright. I got turned on to that band from Eric from Void Vader. I know every now and then he heads out that way. I think they're in the Michigan area. He's actually gotten on stage with them. He got a couple of those big festivals out there and kicked some fucking ass. But, dude, that was some fucking great Southern style fucking metal there. I like that fucking attitude and that kind of shit. Oh, yeah.
I like it.
Hey, but,
Smash Mouth.
You know, as I was mentioning, just before, I shouldn't say before, earlier in the show, I'm going to be talking to this guy right here. This is
Who, me?
Denny from the band C4OC and Project Denny Ray. And I wanted to find out a little bit of...
And Tim Saxon.
And Tim Saxon in the room, but I'm on the hard rock side tonight. Needless to say, the shit we'll play kind of here on the House of Metal Radio Show. Right. So, hey, wanted to ask you and inform the people out there. Plus, I wanted to know for myself. So tell me how Project Denny Ray all came about, my man.
Well, it is, it goes like way back. I had to stay at a certain Hotel California, if you will. And during my visit, I got the opportunity by the heads of the facility to record, believe it or not, because I guess, word got around, because I'd be out there playing, and I had a few a few songs that I wrote in my little vacation, and they were really impressed, and they had a full-on studio, and so one day they gave me a pass to go over there. And it was really cool, though, because it was just me, and there was just a few people in the room, and the engineer, and so I did these 8 songs, and and they were done really well, and it blew my mind. So they actually burned the CD for me, and I had my little Walkman, and I was checking them out. But my whole thing is when I got out, I wanted to put some drums and bass and some other stuff too, because it was just on acoustic.
Okay.
And very shitty acoustic guitar at that. So, but I made it sound good.
But that's how the basis of those songs came.
Yeah, it came.
Just you and you wrote those songs while you were away for a little bit.
Yeah.
So to say.
Yeah.
A little extended vacay.
Yeah, sometimes you got to take a year off life.
Yeah. Yeah, but you get creative or get down with your thoughts and that kind of shit.
Yeah. Figured I use my time wisely and focus on my when I got out. Of course, I'm gonna go back to playing. And so when I got out, I played them on acoustic just all over town by myself. And I was like, hey, and in the studio, I had a couple of the songs I had add bass and drums and little stuff here and there, and it was sounding real good. And I was like, hey, what if I got some players and we really worked on this?
Now, I know I was the last person to join the band, but who were the first peeps that you got into? Because this all started happening just a year ago, when you started putting
about a year and a half ago.
When from the acoustic version, just being you, transformed into making it a band.
Yeah. And so I was looking around, and I had played with Nancy Flanagan and other stuff, and we're just friends and whatnot. And I'll be out there. And so I had got in touch with her, and I was like, hey, Nance, what you doing? She's like, oh, I got this project, blah blah blah. You got time to work on some new stuff? And she was like, yeah, and she was all for it. So she came over and we kind of tapped through it, and we played and
kind of giving her, plus you giving her an idea of what you want.
Yeah. And so I think the first 2 practices it was just me and Nancy, and then one day on our second practice, and I originally thought I would get another female a bass player.
Another
Yeah,
female member.
And so we were looking around. Nancy and I were kind of looking around, but on our second rehearsal, we got this call from Sky, and he's all, "Hey, you don't want to, you don't want a chick." He's all, "You want me?" And I'm like, "You're down to play?" I'm like, he's like, "Yeah." And I go, "Well, man, dude, we've been hanging out for a while, been friends for a while, you know." And I said, "Yeah, come on over. Let's try it out." So immediately we busted out all the songs that we had, the originals that we had.
And Sky is an extremely talented musician, not just bass player. I've seen him play drums.
He can sing.
He was was he in Trip to the Morgue? Was it?
Yes, he was the drummer for Trip to the Morgue.
And he plays guitar.
Double Helix. He was the singer. He was the guitar player in
a couple of his
Bleeding
own
Sky.
Bleeding Sky, yeah.
Yeah, and singer. He also sang in that too. So I was like, yeah, come over. You know what I mean?
Dude's super talented.
Yeah, and through all this, he's the bass player, the new bass player for C4OC. But so then I was like, we were jamming, and then in the meantime, Mike and I were just sitting over here and we were playing like cover tunes and just,
This is like during like when COVID first started.
Yeah, COVID, yeah.
Because during that time, I know I had everyone had a lot of extra time on their hands, and I was like, can only spend so much time with the kids, whatever. And I'm like, and the work went down to just being part time for everybody. So I'm like, as opposed to just playing with myself, meaning sexually by myself. I was like, hey, get the dust off the guitars, because I was mostly just focusing on my son Matthew.
Right.
Trying to get his shit rolling.
Right.
And but it was cool, friggin'. And when you hit me up, I was like, you sure?
Yeah.
I'm like, I really haven't played, man. I just mostly know covers and shit, that kind of crap.
And it was cool. So we had sat down and I offered him, and he's like, well, yeah, let's run through the songs for a couple weeks before I give you an answer. And then so we did. We ran through the songs, and I'm like, they're easy, man. You got this. And he was like, wow, they are easy, like da-da-da. So then I think the fourth weekend we set up, with the whole immediate band that we have right now, and we were jamming, and we, hit it off just like that. There was a lot of energy. Everybody did what they did. I threw out a couple of ideas, and we kind of like off the cuff, and they worked out really well.
And it's like,
and then we.
And I was nervous, man.
Yeah, he was nervous. He was nervous, and I was like, nothing to be nervous about. But after the first one, you were like, oh, I got this.
But what made it cool was because everyone else in the band. I mean, I've known you for at that point for the past 4.5 years and that kind of shit.
Yeah.
We got along great, and I knew who Nancy was. I didn't know her playing in a band setting or anything.
Right.
And I remember even telling you even before we had the first having me in that my first band practice with the rest of the crew.
Right.
I was like, hey dude, if I suck, if I'm bringing the shit down or whatever, if you got to keep looking over at me like with that what the fuck face, and that shit, like, hey, no hard feelings, just I got no problem with that.
And never once has it ever been like that. Maybe I'll just be like, just turn your amp down a little bit, or just something little simple.
Yeah.
And everything else has been it's been smooth. So then we were like, well, we're missing something.
Yeah, this is where it gets good.
Yeah, we were missing something. And I was like, yeah, there's a lot of tunes that we could do, and we need to put a harmonica in there. And kind of everybody looked at me like, really? Harmonica? Where are we going to get a harmonica player? And I said, well, it just so happens, my father is a remarkable harmonica player. And so he came in and we busted out. He already knew the song, so he sang back up and played the harmonica. And then a couple of weeks later, I was like, and I didn't really tell anybody about this. I was like, what he's missing? And I was like, we need to get some congos in there. Because I think a little congo action in there.
Little fill in here and there. That will
be good. Sound. Yeah, that little, what is it? Just the tribal thing almost, in there.
Yeah, give a little ambiance, a little extra flavor.
And so he came, and I was like, here, Daddy, here's your new blah, blah, blah. And he's all, what?
Yeah.
Okay. And then so that day we worked out all the, what he's going to play harmonica and what he's going to play bongos on, and we just been cruising since then, and then thrown out a couple of cover tunes here and there and some new tunes,
and I tell you one thing, is like with some of the covers, I mean there's 3 or 4 covers in there, and they're Denny's mix,
my interpretation.
His interpretation on
yeah.
And one of the songs in particular, when you hear, I never even heard the original version. So like, we had been playing your interpretation of a particular song, the whole time, whatever, and I threw like my little bit on it, especially regarding Ants in the Kitchen.
Right.
Okay, maybe it's just me because I threw out that idea and I just kind of like it,
Yeah.
Have that little phase of
the little phase
kind of wave
going
in there.
That's kind of how the song is. Yeah.
But like, then I went and listened to the original version.
Right.
And it is fucking opposite ends of the spectrum.
Right.
Where it's like, and I'm listening to the original version and I'm like, what the fuck was he on? Or how the fuck does he get this side we're playing from listening to this original version? I mean, I'd have to take more than a step back and just like, what the hell? And I mean that in a very positive, creative way.
Well, and that's how we do it with all the cover tunes that we do play.
Yeah.
Is, because I feel like you could go out and play somebody else's stuff, but what if you play somebody else's stuff, but then you put your twist on it? Now that's a whole different thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. And so, and it was cool because I threw out these ideas and you guys kind of ran with it. And so that's why it made it possible. And, but yeah, a lot of the songs people are going to recognize and see that, wow, that I like it.
Yeah.
Yeah. So.
No, we got a couple of songs from PDR, Project Denny Ray, going to be coming up, and we're going to also do a double shot of C4OC coming up. Yeah, it's kind of like a Denny foursome here,
Oh, you're going to do the remix? No, that's not the one we did.
Wait, this one? Or which
the one on the top is the vacation one.
Okay, so Ixnay?
Well, I mean, if you want to play the new one.
Wait, let me get that one in there. Okay. Is that on the PDR?
Yeah.
Okay. Pardon me while I go fix things right here.
So and it's pretty cool too because if you guys have listened to the Bone Daddy Blues on Sundays, he started off playing one of my songs that I did off the acoustic version that's called Dance for Me. And it's funny when sometimes I line up the new version that we recorded and that version, and I'm like, wow, even that is different. You know what I mean? But just the same. So I think that's the first one we're going to tune up here.
Yeah, let me take this other one out.
Mm-hmm.
But, it's like, when hearing, like, the original ones, who was actually singing on that?
That was my good buddy, because when I was in there, I get a little weird with my voice,
Mm-hmm.
It just doesn't feel good. So, I got with my good buddy, Tim Campbell, and he sang, I sang some backup on it, but he sang sang all of the main parts on the acoustic version.
And kudos to him, because he
has a great voice. He has a great, almost Jack Russell-ish.
A little bit higher. It's similar, but different in a sense.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I can hear where he's coming from, saying like the Jack Russell, but there's more.
Yeah.
If it was more raspier in a sense.
Yeah.
Almost.
Yeah.
That type of bit.
Yeah.
Which I really dug. I mean, don't get me wrong. I love having you sing, of course.
Right.
But you hear the original version, it's like, man, that sounds really fucking cool too. At the same time.
Yeah. And so I got to give a shout out to Campbell because I don't think he ever got out. Yeah. So and so kind of doing that as an homage to Tim Campbell.
That's mighty cool, yeah. And I just want to say thank you for giving me the invite. Because did I ever think at any point I was gonna get a chance to play up on a stage anytime soon? Not only no, but fuck no.
Well. And better get your stage boots on, son.
Oh no, I do, man. and remember, and aside from doing the Halloween show here, there ain't gonna be no cowboy hat. I just want to let you know that. But hey, and you know, these are just some of the tracks that we got going on here, and it's still going to be all final mixes, but just want to give you a little taste, a little flavor of what you can expect to hear and experience. And part of the reason why we want to make sure you get down to Stages on Saturday, May 1st. We're going to be going on first that evening. We're going to be going on, I think, like 7:20. So get down there early. We know since it's the first House of Metal show that's coming back, we're going to have a great.
You'll be pleasantly surprised.
Yeah. So
it'll be worth getting there early.
And for everything that I've done for you motherfuckers, you know, for the past motherfucking decade, between the House of Metal and the past 5 years on the C4OC radio, yeah, please.
It's kind of like good old Mike Reeves, God rest his soul.
Yeah.
He used to, like back in the day when C4 first got started, he was the foreman of the union that we worked at. So, like, Friday we would have a show, and that was when you get your check.
Yeah.
And so as he would go and hand out checks, he'd be like, if you want your job on Monday, you'll be at my show. Here's your check. And then so we had the whole crew of people going on there. And so, so I just thought I'd throw that out there. Don't want to get fired on Monday.
Yeah, otherwise, yeah. You mean I woke up earlier just to get fired? You suck, man.
Bitch, Bobby. No, and the thing about the union, they wait till the end of the day to give you your 2 checks.
Oh, okay. Oh, shit. Yeah. You better make sure your ass is down there.
Yeah.
All right. So, hey, so without any further ado, we got a double shot here of PDR, which is Project Denny Ray, and then we're gonna have a double shot of C4OC, the band, which has one of my favorite songs on there. Come on.
Who doesn't like "Come On"? You know, you're driving down the street saying "Come On."
And you know what? And most of the times when I'm doing our show here at the House of Metal radio show, that's got to be like the number one song I see requested, you know, from our listeners. You know, when you scroll, I want to hear "Come On." I want to hear "Come On," motherfucker.
I hope it's just not because they're trying to be nice. I hope it's because it's truly that kind of a song.
Denny?
Yeah.
It's that type of fucking song.
So, and, you know, written by Rob Ogles, performed by one of his good buddy, Ian, that actually passed away on stage.
Oh yeah,
back in the day, and so he thought it was good that he would bring it up
and keep the song rolling,
keep it going. So, and we're gonna keep it going too, even after Rob, because you know,
gotta do the right thing.
Gotta do the right thing. You know, any man that dies on stage doing what he loves, you gotta keep it going. You know what I mean?
And plus, the song's just got attitude.
Yeah.
All right, so without any further ado, it is my privilege to give you a double shot here, Project Denny Ray and C4OC, the band, right here on C4OC Radio.net,
baby.
Well, she takes me by my hand and we slow dance. Girl, I dance with my friend. She looks so beautiful. She really is a nice look. Pretty as can be, like an angel. Came down from heaven above. Dancing and then we're romancing. At night we only sing to make love. I said now, dance for me. Dance for me, my girl. Dance for me, dance for me in my world. I say, alright. Dance for me tonight. Why don't you dance for me? Why don't you dance for me? Dance for me, my girl. Dance for me, dance for me in my world. We got a contest and we win. Girl, I know she
All right, people, we just had we had like a Denny Ray foursome right there, man. We had
foursomes.
We had a double shot of Project Denny Ray doing Dance for Me and Ants in the Kitchen, and then a double shot of C4OC, the band, doing Come On, Motherfucker.
And I want to give my pops the biggest shout out because that man, the drumming on the C4OC stuff, that is my pops. And I always give him such harebrained drum ideas
and direction.
And he's all, dude, you can't play that. And I'm like, yeah, watch. Just do it, watch. And then afterward, he's all, fuck, you actually can. What is the matter with you, kid?
and that last song you heard was Chainsaw Symphony from C4OC.
Yeah.
But hey, why don't you tell people about what was going on with you, Rob, and Pops, putting the album together.
Come On is actually, I want to give a shout out to, at the time it was called the Doll Hut Studios, and now it's OC Orange County Studios.
Yep.
And but we, if you remember, before the COVID, we had this little tiny room in there, and actually that song was recorded. We brought all our recording equipment down there, and we did it at the Doll Hut Studios at the time. So that's where you get that sound. That's why I think that's why that particular recording has that sound.
Yeah, it's got a damn good sound.
Yeah.
And big props to Tim Saxon for helping with the mixing, the engineering, and everything.
You were there producing, telling us that was good, but try it again.
Yeah, it's like Pops. And you know what's great about Pops?
Yeah.
You and Rob kind of ride his ass.
Yeah.
And if Pops doesn't do something the way that Denny or Rob like it, man, what a ration of shit goes on. Pops gets he gets like angry, like fuck these goddamn youngsters, fucking kids, I'll kick their ass, and it's like you piss him off, and he goes back and he just fucking slays the shit.
Yeah.
He goes like.
And the cool thing about it is too, just what you're saying is like, sometimes like if we'll go to a show over the years, and we're all like one of us notices that one of the other two is kind of like, oh, dude, kind of like gonna be slow about it. We'll systematically piss each other off without hurting feelings, of course, because we love each other. We'll get the goat, and then
stoke the fucking fire, man.
Yeah. And then, like one particular time at the Doll Hut, my pops was all kind of down in the mouth, and so I was like, "Oh, so you're gonna play all half-hearted?" Or I said something just, "Oh, so you're playing all week today?" And he's all, "What?" He got all mad and wouldn't talk to me.
It was funny because like he gets done setting up or starting to do part of the sound check, and I don't remember what you said either, but man, it fucking pissed the old man off. Pops went outside, fucking got his head right, fucking. He kind of just, even when he came walking back in, it's just like giving both you and Rob the fucking stare, like he didn't say it or give the finger, but it was "fuck you" written on his fucking face to you guys, man.
But the cool part was in the middle of the set, Rob looks over at my dad and goes, "Oh, we playing mad tonight, son? I didn't get the memo. We playing mad? All right." And then that immediately Dad started cracking up, and then after that like everything went flawlessly. After that, it was like funny.
Oh, dude, it was fucking classic.
Recording here is just fucking insane. Like I've had a few people like Rob Chevelle and a couple other band members. Mike's been here, and like I'm setting up to do maybe Rob's vocals, and the whole time Rob's just standing there with the headphones on. Come on, man, the talent's got time to waste. He's just talking shit, and I'm talking shit back. We're setting this whole thing up, and then everybody's just laughing and cracking up. But then right before we hit record, I'll be like, "Okay, bud, are you ready?" And he's like, "Yeah, I'm ready. Should I do it like this?" And we're like, "Okay, good luck." And then everybody's like, "What the fuck just happened?" And then he'll do it. He'll do his take, or I'll do my take, and then we'll hit stop, and then we'll go, "Did you feel good?" He's like, "Yeah, I feel good." I'm like, "All right, then get the fuck out of here so I can fucking edit this shit." Yeah, so it's just fucking crazy.
But dude, it's like the chemistry that you, Pops, and Rob have. Like it's beyond. It's precious. It's a riot to fucking watch and observe. And unless and the people that don't know you come in like experiencing it for the first time, you know, it's like you scare the shit out of them. You know, like what the fuck's going? Oh, like, oh come on, like I know Rob Chavelle's like, dude, is everything okay, man? You know, he's like, you know, like should I leave, man? You know, so like, I just.
But he's laughing his ass off though.
But you know, you know how like, you know, in a family, you know, you tell it how it is. You know, it's like, you know, it might piss them off, but you're doing the right thing anyway, because you know it might bring something better out of them. Yeah. Or you know, that kind of shit.
Yeah, we just try to bring the best out of each other.
Yeah, it's like you love your family members, but sometimes you got to tell them straight, or you know, there's a good bit of sarcasm, that jab in the side, whatever.
And the cool thing about that is like, so now we got Sky on bass now, and he like just stepped in, and it's like the same thing, because we've known him, me and Dad known him for a while.
Yeah.
Like, and the weird thing, he's been to all of our shows because he just happened to be there.
Yeah.
Not because he was going to see us. He just happened to be there because somebody invited him or something. There's a lot of shit. Like, and I think
whether it was either being in a band or go supporting
one
of the bands, that kind of shit.
I ran into him at a festival that we played with Tim Saxton up in Ojai, and I was all getting on the stage, and I looked down, and there's Sky, and I'm all, what the fuck are you doing in Ojai?
Yeah, it's Ojai in Orange County. Ojai's fucking.
He's like, I'm playing on the other stage, and I'm like, oh fuck, dude. And so like he just stepped right in, and the same energy is there, you know what I mean? Just a different person.
Yeah, it's a different.
You know, and a different bunch of fucking shenanigans. Good shenanigans though.
But you know what's cool with PDR? I forget who said it. It might have been my buddy Ed, or it might have even been Augie. Because once they're finding out, you know, everyone who's in the band and hearing the music, like, you know, shit, it's kind of like a modern day, you know, Sly and the Family Stone.
Kinda. I mean, it could be.
But you know what I mean? You know, appearance wise, and hearing the music and that type of shit.
We just need some horns. It's on.
Yeah. At least it's a harmonica, you know. He pops is blowing on something at least. You know? An instrument, that is. You know, a musical instrument, not the
Pops, if you're listening, I didn't say that.
Love you, Pops. But dude, I wanted to say, you know, thank you for having me part of the musical family as well. I mean, it's an honor, a privilege, and you know, the musicians that are in Project Any Rate that I have the honor and privilege of playing with, you know, that's really special.
And that's the key,
really
because
special.
Like, you can't wait to get to rehearsal.
And
So every Tuesday night we go down there, and then we get all set up and we talk and we joke and da-da-da. But dude, and then when we get to work, like, we'll go through the songs, and after every song we're like, damn, that is better than the last time, if that's even possible.
I know. I'm always like, hey, break out the fire extinguisher. Something's on fire.
You know, and that just means everybody's happy to be jamming with one another, and it's cool.
And you know, I like, you know, it's rehearsal time, whatever. You know, as the song's going over, you know, look at Sky and looking back at me, and it's like, you know, the head bopping, or when it's like the little breaks during the song when you're playing lead, or just when there's no vocals going on, you come up, yo, what's up, man? Just there's a very cool camaraderie amongst the entire band,
right?
And you know, it's that type of thing that, you know, makes it special.
Yeah.
And I think that's why everyone looks forward to get one rehearsal night.
Right.
And so
everybody has to say so. That's the cool thing. You know, maybe it's called Project Denny Ray, but you know, there's 4 other people in the band, and you know, everybody has a say so in it. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah, and I like what you mentioned to me, like, you know how the song goes, whatever, you know, you want to put your little flavor on something, whatever, whether it's during the solos as opposed to playing it exactly that way, just play it because there's certain parts of songs, it's just me in particular, I just want to make it sound a little more rocking, or just make that little bit stand out a bit more in a sense.
Make the 2 guitars different.
Yeah. But like, I'll never forget, like, first time when we were doing, wasn't the first time, but like when I started changing up that little bit, and You're My Woman, I'm Your Man.
Yeah. And
that type of bit, and I think it was like you and Sky kind of looked over, like, man, that's good. Or like after the song, like, dude, you know,
what you doing over there? He's like, I'm doing this. I'm all, that's pretty good.
Yeah.
Next time you need to send a minimum.
No, I'm just kidding. But it's cool. But you know, but it's cool because, like, you know, it's, you know, I don't put many little touches in here. You know, just maybe a little bit here on one song, a little that bit. But it's just like how everyone. Hey, I like that. You know, it's not like it's not like nah.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah. And that's the thing is everybody brings their parts and you know, and every week it's better and better and better and better and better and better and better. And it's because they do their homework. And like you jam and you're like, here, let me just see if I can make my little part a little better.
Yeah.
And that's what it is about being a band is like, yes, you want to sound good together, but you can't sound good together unless you are on your little part.
Yeah, and it's got to sound right in a sense.
It does.
You know what I mean?
Yep.
And
rhythmically,
you know, and a lot of bands, definitely understand that. You know, when they're doing whatever band someone's in, when they're bringing their own little flavor or their little influence to it, whatever.
Yeah.
If it don't sound right, it ain't right.
Yeah.
But but I'm just glad whatever I've been able to throw in my little seasoning on there.
You've been doing just fine, son. Just fine.
I appreciate it, man.
In 30 years, you go, I'm glad I never got fired and I never quit.
Hey, but before we continue, we're going to get back into some music, but we definitely need to give a shout out to a lot of people who have supported us
that help us
with
out.
C4OC and our listeners. Javi Cologne, Electric Junkies, I see you're tuning in here tonight. Rock and Ron, dude, love you, man. It's definitely great seeing you. LA Tits McGee, love you, girl. And I can't see it at the moment, but there's this big C4OC band banner over there.
I wish I would have brought it last week. I thought they had the big
the video screen
screens, but they didn't. And I was like, damn, I should have brought that. But on our next one, it will be standing loud and proud. 10 feet tall as it is.
Yeah. Also give a shout out to
NorCal Designs LLC,
Mr. Stoneman himself,
who's not on the show tonight because he's getting a sleep study done. So
and those things suck, man.
Yeah,
I've had one of those done in the past.
So
They're
we're
not
thinking about
cool.
you, buddy.
As mentioned before, Larry from Celebrity Stalker.
Yep.
Who else we got on here? A new listener in there, Mr. MRO.
Marco.
MRO, the Viking man. Thank you for tuning in here tonight. There's been just so many people in and out watching tonight. Bernadette, hopefully we get to see you in a couple of weeks.
Hell yeah.
But also, as we mentioned before, Al Bain for Leather, Hector Soto with Soto Shop Customs, Allison Cohn, Metal Bay Mayhem, where music and fashion meet.
Thanks for everybody that tuned in last night to her monthly playlist for April that we done here. I think next month we're going to have Allison actually sitting in this seat right here and doing some DJing.
Oh,
so,
shit.
that will even be good. And, so I want to thank everybody that tuned in last night.
Also, next week here, I'm going to have Henry Rojas. He's going to be calling in from the band Fallen Union.
Oh, my dude.
We're going to be talking and hearing some Fallen Union stuff.
Yeah.
He's going to be calling in around 9 o'clock, and he's another guy who, Soto Shop Custom guitar. I mean, Denny has Soto Shop Custom. I've got Soto Shop Custom. My son has Soto Shop Custom. Javi Cologne, and dude, Javi, thank you for introducing us to Senor Soto.
Senor Soto.
In fact, it was really cool. My son
drove
goes
up there?
Yeah, my son goes to School of Rock, and they hit me up. Hey, do you know anyone who repairs guitars and amps? And I'm like, I just happen to know the guy. They gave me a guitar and a bass and an amp that needed worked on. Brought him up there. Shit, less than a week's time. All the shit was done, all good, ready to go. Definitely gave him a deal because it's the school and that type of stuff.
Right.
And he goes, the guys at School of Rock were super happy with what he did for them. And he goes, hey, we're probably going to have some more coming into it in the next week or two. So,
that is.
Dude, there's just a lot of love, and we're very fortunate and proud.
It's a family, and we need to take care of each other.
That's the main thing. Family, friends, and music.
Take care of us. Take care of you.
And speaking of family, friends, and music, we're going to take some of our family and friends with the gift of music. We're going to have a double shot of the Electric Junkies and a double shot of Augmented Chaos coming up. Dude, gotta love Augie. In fact, mentioning Augie and Augmented Chaos, just want to give you a handful of bands that it's going to be playing on the C4OC Radio 5th annual Social Independence Day Bash, which is going to be going on
Number 5.
Saturday, August 21st, over at Stages. Well, I'm just going to mention about a handful of bands right now.
Yeah.
We're going to have
There's
guitar.
more,
We're going to have Mr. Guitar Virtuoso himself. Ronnie North is going to be performing.
Ronnie El Norte.
Lit Soul is going to be performing. Yes, Mr. Rob Chevelle and crew. Larry and Celebrity Stalker.
Say what?
Augmented Chaos, as I mentioned.
Say what?
And the crazy party motherfuckers, the young son of a bitches, Black Mercy Rips.
You know I love those kids.
Oh, dude.
I'm their illegitimate daddy.
Dude. And aside from some kick-ass music, those guys are fucking some crazy motherfuckers, and they know how to party and are just funny as fucking hell. Oh, my God. It's like, my sides are killing me when I'm done with those guys. I'm laughing so fucking hard. I mean...
Remember that fucking interview we had with them a couple weeks ago?
Dude,
oh, my God.
The first time they were even down here,
that
popping their cherry here on the station, that was just fucking amazing.
The first, second, third time, I think we got them pretty hammered.
Yeah, all of the above, that's for sure.
Yeah.
But, let's get back into the music. We got to take care of our buddy Javi, and we got to take care of our buddy Augie. So without any further ado, here's a double shot of the Electric Junkies and Augmented Chaos right here on C4OC Radio, baby. Come on, hit the button, bitch.
I feel Down on your failure, 'cause you left me wanting more. I keep anticipating what to do and what's in store. The magic keeps on calling, we can feel it through the night. I know it hurts sometime, but tonight it feels so right. I hear the wind begin to whistle.
All right, people, this is Mike 2000 Metal Radio Show. You were listening to
C4OC Radio and the Global Enlightenment Radio Network. I'm very sorry we haven't even said that all night, and we have been. Go over to the Global Enlightenment Radio Network. We are playing live there right now, and we play there quite often. My good buddy Daryl Neely.
What is it, grn.com?
Yes, you can go to grn.com.
Gurn. Get your gurn on.
Get your gurn on, son.
Well, we just heard we had a little foursome there. We had a double shot of the Electric Junkies doing Rock My Soul and Voodoo Shine, and a double shot of Augmented Chaos doing World of Pain and the Wraith.
Damn it, son.
Yeah, I know we ran a little bit long tonight, but that's all right. That's all right. Well, hey, we want to say thank everybody for tuning in tonight. Hope you enjoyed this evening's show. Hopefully you got turned on to some new music for any new listener out there. Don't forget, this radio station, C4OCradio.net, it goes 24/7.
It sure does.
And aside from the House of Metal radio show that goes on here on Thursday nights from 8 p.m. to 10 p.m., on Friday nights starting at 5 o'clock.
That's when our work week starts.
That's we have Meet Me at the Tiki with Zach
Neville. Meet Me at the Tiki every Friday at 5 faithfully for the last fucking 2 years.
Was it every other Saturday with Pops, right?
Every other Saturday is the Crow's Nest, brought to you by the Crow, a.k.a. Lionel Stelly, because that's not his real name.
We all know him as Pops.
The Pop. And, he does a show, and he brings a bunch of funny stuff and crazy stories. You know, he does it a little differently than we do. And then on Sunday morning at 9 a.m., every Sunday morning,
the Bone Daddy Blues.
Bone Daddy Blues. And he brings you nothing but the best in local rockabilly, blues, the local rockabilly, you know. And we got a cool show coming up with that on June 19th.
Oh, yes.
Yes, you got to come down to Stages because there is a big show. There's a band that we play on Sunday Blues with the Bone Daddy and all week. It's
Atomic 44s.
Atomic 44s. And we're going to have the Atomic 44s. We're going to have PDR.
Project Denny Ray.
And we are going to, who else is on
There's
that?
two other bands on that from what I understand now.
Oh, yeah. Juke Joint Anderson is going to open up tonight. And then
who is the other one?
Tim Saxton and The Room.
Oh, yeah.
Is the other one.
Yeah, the guy who's actually putting the fucking show together.
Jim's sitting at home right now going,
what's my name? Skip?
Hello. Skipperoni.
But yeah, that's gonna be a great show. You know, it's gonna be interesting to see that type of crowd.
Oh yeah, dude, and then also, I can't remember what the date is, but we got Hellbound Hayride coming up.
Oh, is it? Aren't they on that show?
No, it's another blues show
shit.
that's got going out. It's at the Doll Hut. The date I don't have it on front of me, but if you go to C4OC Radio Facebook page and C4OCRadio.net, it's on there. And Eddie from Hellbound Hayride, everybody in the rockabilly and the blues scene love Eddie Wilson. Eddie Wilson, you're coming to sleep on this couch right here, son. And we're going to have a fucking good time because, we had an interview on the Bone Daddy Blues with Eddie Wilson, and we were just cracking up the whole time.
He's a good guy, it sounds like.
He's a good guy. He's funny as hell. He doesn't even let life bother him, and he has this
That's
great
always a cool thing.
bunch of art and an album that we're going to promote for you. And, dude, me and Tim have been getting calls for the last 2 weeks straight about Eddie Wilson's coming to town.
Oh, no shit.
Hellbound Hayride. Yeah,
oh, fuck yeah. That's always a good thing to hear.
Yeah, there's already massive people going to that. So you can also check that out. Just put up Hellbound Hayride in the events of Facebook, and that will pop up. And that is at the Doll Hut, so you know when that is. And, dude, it's going to be great.
Now, Mondays on C4OCRadio.net, Revolution Radio.
Station, Revolution Radio, which today we were going to start broadcasting also on Global Enlightenment on Thursdays and C4OCRadio.net and Revolution Radio Vegas. So there would be 3 different ports that you could listen to us all over the globe, and all those people are joining in. And but we had a little problem getting it all together, but next week we'll get it back together.
I'm looking forward to that. Hey, just spreading the music, spreading the word about C4OC Radio. That's always a damn good thing.
And then at the end of the work week, it always falls on tonight, Thursday night, House of Metal Radio Show.
But also on Wednesday nights at 7 p.m. Pacific Standard Time.
Forget about Rock and Ron.
Oh, hell no.
Rock and Ron with his Rock and Ron reviews. And I need to give you a horns up, buddy, because he came, he's like, how can I make my show a little better? And so I gave him some tips and some da-da-da, and he went, and he executed, and last night, it was perfect.
Oh, yeah, I know. Reviews. Fuck yeah. That's damn cool.
Yeah.
Because, he puts in a lot of effort. He does a lot for C4OCRadio.net.
It's not really what he does on his show, it's what he does off the show. This guy shares everything, everywhere that you possibly can.
All the time.
And if he likes your band, you're in, son.
Yeah, I know he's got some, what's it called? I know he's got some other good shit that he's got coming up this next week. And, it was really great to have Rock and Ron Farrell Jr. out here this past weekend.
Oh, yeah, dude.
So just getting to meet him and, shake hands, meet the guy.
Yeah.
He was
I told him, you're
going
to get your mind blown. You're coming on a gig night, too. He's like, and then when I took him back to the airport, he was like, dude, you said it was going to be killer, but that was more than my brain could fathom. He's like, dude, you guys are doing it tough over here. And we do it tough over here because of all of you that help support and make it so that we can do this. Because without you, we'd just be a fucking computer on a desk.
Yeah, and that would not be cool.
Yeah.
But, I also want to let people know, make sure you keep listening. I know everyone watches, has been watching on through Facebook and YouTube, but go over to C4OCRadio.net. Just keep on listening. Got some more double shots lined up, and I got some other big blocks lined up. Even got some of the mainstream music we put in here, but it's always by choice.
Yep.
And there's always some kind of House of Metal or C4OC Radio connection regarding these bands, and a few of them that we just really, really dig in general.
Oh, yeah.
I mean,
I like that one.
I'm just putting up even as we speak, putting up some Probot.
Yeah.
I mean, I got some Fight on there. I got some Steel Panther. I got some Rhino Bucket.
So after the show, because we can't do it in the videos, but if you go to our website, www.c4ocradio.net or Global Enlightenment Radio Network, the GERN, you will be able to listen to this hand-picked, beautiful playlist for the next 12 hours that Mike has lined up for you. And
it's gonna be pretty fucking heavy,
dude.
and maybe some funny shit too.
Yep. C4OC Radio, no commercials. It's free, and you can just have a good time listening to brand new music that you've never heard before.
And there's nothing wrong with that. But I do have some of the local bands lined up as well. I got some Death Drag. As we ended out here, I got some Ravenscroft. I got some Syndicate 4. They're from the Inland Empire area. I got some Symbolic. Guys down in San Diego. I even got a little breaking in a sequence. Some one of the bands that we had here, at least via phone call about a month or so ago. But, it's all about the music. I just want to turn you on to some stuff that you might not have even heard before, because who doesn't like hearing some new fucking music or something you haven't heard before and say, who the fuck is this?
Speaking of new, let's switch that one around.
Oh, you want to switch? We'll,
give him the smack. Give him the smack.
Yeah, I just want to also get some of this other good stuff.
Other good stuff.
Yeah, I got some of my New Jersey boys in there. I got some Autumn Hour, which features Alan Tecchio, former of Hades, and Watchtower. Dude, he's been in some fucking slamming bands. He was in my brother's band back in the day, and this guy's got a fucking voice like you could not believe. And it's like, and it's cool. It's like years back doing the Bang Ahead with Mike and Ed. And let him know I was heading out there. It's like, oh, dude, come on over, man. I'm working at this Stepping Out magazine, which is like the magazine for like checking out all the different clubs and the bands and all the show dates throughout New York, New Jersey, and Connecticut. We hooked it up and that type of shit. So, Alan Tecchio, if you're listening, hopefully you get some royalties and wondering where it's coming from.
Yeah.
I know they're not. I know those shit don't pay much, but hey, doesn't every little penny help? That's for sure.
Every little penny helps. That's why we pay the royalties around here.
Dude, it's just a blast to come out and get over here like every Thursday night. Just get the music out there.
There's
turn
always
people
something
on.
New.
Oh, dude, I was gonna pull a rabbit out of my hat in some way, shape, or form. It might be a dirty rabbit, but who cares?
Hey,
it's gonna look a little different, but that's all.
Stinky rabbit's foot.
Yeah. Why is that rabbit brown?
Right.
But hey, thank you guys for tuning in. If you're still watching on YouTube, please hit that subscribe button. It would mean a hell of a lot to us. We're trying to get our subscribers up there.
Yeah.
More of a listening audience, and it means a lot to see that number grow and that type of shit.
And that's all your payment is. What we do for you, your minor payment that you have to do is share and subscribe.
Does it really hurt? It doesn't hurt that much.
No, it doesn't.
Not one bit. Not one bit. But hey, thank you guys. I'll be back here next Thursday night. What is next Thursday? Will be the 22nd. You know what? Maybe a little acoustic next week. Maybe we'll give them a little
acoustic shot.
Give them a little acoustic PDR.
We haven't done that
for a couple tunes.
You haven't done that.
Does that sound? How does that sound?
I mean, hey, I'm down.
Well, at least since I'm a righty and a lefty, the guitars will be facing the other direction.
Yeah, at least we won't bump our heads.
Yeah, exactly. That just wouldn't be right now, would
we
it?
won't bump necks.
Nah, don't dig that. Don't dig that. My dog don't bite either. All right, I just needed to do that so I get all those names on there for when it pops up on the radio station so they can see who they're going to be listening
what's
to.
going on, yeah.
Yeah, I got some Armored Saint lined up. I got some Archer Nation. I got some Black Mercy riffs, some Dead Demons, and a whole bunch more. As I mentioned, Probot, Rhino Bucket, Steel Panther, some Fight. Yeah, Fight with some Rob Halford and shit.
And there's a feature that you can go to when you go to our www.c4ocradio.net. When the player pops up, there's a little square in the corner of the player. You click on that, and you can see the history of what's coming and what has been gone. So you can stay even more in touch with what we're doing around here.
Mikey likey that.
Yep.
There's nothing wrong with that. Yep. I just got to keep lining some more stuff up because that's what we do. Got to make it good for the listeners.
Right. So up next, we are going to play some. We have this band out of Mongolia, and they have pretty much made us their... kind of like Dead Demons made us their official United States hookup. And so this next band from Mongolia has done the very same thing, and we do everything we can to share them because we have a lot of music that comes outside the country.
Yeah. Well, in fact, we're going to have to check later. I think I might have some Russian music coming up.
Oh, I'm digging that.
Yeah, we have bands from Canada, as well.
Quebec. Faceless Orphans.
Heck yeah.
We got the UK. We got
Mongolia.
You know, we got Australia. You know, and so we're just doing it around here.
Yeah, and don't forget, if you know anyone or if you're in a band and you want to get your music heard here on C4OCRadio.net, ooh, excuse me, let me burp right there. Send us your MP3s along with your EPKs to C4OCRadio@gmail.com.
Wow, that is burnt in my brain.
Dude, it flows pretty nice now.
Yeah, it does now.
Yeah, I mean, what the heck? We'll get it into the rotation. And if you want to get into heavy rotation, send a couple donation dollars too. We'll get into that heavy rotation.
Nothing wrong with that. Go to our www.patreon.com/C4OCRadio, and you can donate at any time.
I think is there a link on the .net? For
Yeah, on the description of the YouTube channel, you can go check it out. It's also on the website.
Is there YouTube? I mean, not a YouTube. PayPal link on the .net, or is that on the other one?
It's not PayPal. It's Patreon.
Oh, Patreon. Okay.
Yeah.
Pay something.
Yeah.
Just pay it forward. Bottom line.
Patreon is cheaper and easier, and doesn't charge you guys as much like they charge you over there at PayPal, but they don't charge you at Patreon. So,
damn. Well, hey, thank you for you guys tuning in tonight. We greatly appreciate it. Please be back here next Thursday, 8 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. As I mentioned, around 9 p.m. We're gonna have Henry Rojas from the band Fallen Union calling in, and maybe even gonna get a little acoustic PDR for a couple songs. Get a little live and unplugged,
jazzy with it.
Yeah, why the hell not?
Huh?
All right.
We've got some brand new.
We got some brand new Death Drag right here. We got some Parasite, and there's gonna be some Ravenscroft and a whole bunch more. There's gonna be some big blocks a little bit later in there. So go on to that main page, C4OCRadio.net. You know, open up that other window. It ain't gonna fucking hurt you. Just what are you doing? Washing dishes? You know, fucking brushing your teeth or some kind of shit at this point?
Put it in your headphones. Sounds really great like that.
Yeah, I know my son's listening right now. Hey Matthew, make sure you do your fucking homework, bitch.
Get it done, son.
All right. This is Mike C. This is Denny Ray, and you have been listening to C4OC Radio.
Baby.
Thank you, people. Love you. I'm hitting the fucking button.